Quiet Place, day one. You know what? I don't think I've ever seen any of the Quiet Place movies.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
None?
I remember we talked about the Quiet Place like prequel the last time, but like you and you and he who shall not be named went to go see it. And I didn't see it, and maybe just because it was just a butt face talking about it, how great it was, made me not want to see it.
That was pretty good, man. It was pretty good. Yeah. I think it was pretty good. This one, I'm more intrigued by this one than I was the first two.
When this one comes out, I'm going to Google, did the cat survive? And if the cat does not survive this movie, I'm not even going to be remotely interested in the entire franchise.
Immediately thumbs down.
Going forward, you know.
As soon as I saw the cat, I'm like, dude, this cat better live.
Yeah,
this cat better live.
I just saw Midnight Mass, and I can't handle any more cat deaths for the foreseeable future. Because
by the way, that show is fantastic if you have not had a chance to see it.
Yeah, well, anyway, welcome back to Shop Talk Movie News on Clubhouse Movie Podcast. I'm the host, Marc Rubalcaba, joined once again by Mr. Abel Pineda. Remember to like, share, subscribe, check us out on Twitter, Facebook, wherever you get your stuffs. So going into other movie news, since we talked about Midnight Mass very briefly, it looks like Mike Flanagan, who did Midnight Mass and a lot of other really good stuff, including Dr. Sleep and also the House of Usher, which I actually just saw too. So I've been binging.
I've not seen that.
Mike Flanagan-esque things, but he's going to make the next Exorcist movie. So he's taking over after the people who did the Halloween trilogy. I don't know. Almost killed the Exorcist franchise with Exorcist Believer. Did you see Exorcist Believer?
No, it didn't look good.
It was weird.
I don't want to ruin it.
It was weird. I'll tell you what. It had some Madam Web qualities into it. Man, we'll get into Madam Web one of these days. But
a fart of a movie.
Yeah, where is that thing?
Web of Lies.
They you know what they should do is they should have the shit Avengers, and it should be Madam Web's team joining up with Morbius and and Kraven the Hunter, because there's no way Kraven the Hunter is going to be good. Yeah, it's just the shit.
Like every time Madam Web goes to throw her web out, it's just
with Michael Keaton being obviously CG'd into this movie like he was at the end of Morbius.
Oh man.
I hear it had something
terrible.
to do with Spider-Man.
He was CG'd into it?
Yeah, it wasn't even his face. It was just his voice.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't watch it, so,
Which one did you see?
Hearsay.
Which one?
Madam Web. I did not watch that
We didn't see Madam Web. There was no way we're going to dish out any digital download or theater money for Madam Web.
Never. I'm not going to waste my life with that, even if it's available to watch on Freevee or something.
Yeah, freemium. One of the freemium channels that you already pay for but never cancel. I always thought why don't I cancel when I'm not watching it and then just start it up again when I'm ready to watch it again? I'd save
it's annoying.
Hundreds of dollars.
Well, speaking of that, I love that you brought that up. Is streaming? I just remembered this. It wasn't even going to be part of the show or anything. But did you see how now? I don't know if it was you that sent it to me or I saw it online just everywhere. And that now we're going to essentially have cable back again with Max, Disney Plus, Hulu, like all of these boutique services joining into bundles. Do you remember we used to bundle the HBO package? Like you're like, oh man, get this for 3 months for free.
Yeah, so Disney, Warner Brothers is going to have the Hulu going to all be packaged together. So Hulu, Disney Plus, and Max. I said they should call it Sauron.
I'm assuming that includes ESPN also, since they offer that.
Yeah, I'm always trying to get that off of my streaming service because I'm really not interested in ESPN, but I guess that's the trade-off we make so we can watch Mandalorian once a year. What am I watching on? I don't even know.
Honestly, on Disney Plus, dude, all I'm watching are reruns of Wicked Tuna. That's really what I watch.
Well, what I like on Disney Plus right now is X-Men '97. Gotta get on.
That show is a steaming pile of goodness, is what that is. It's a smorgasbord of good stuff.
That's the tasty fart that you like.
Yeah, it's like everyone at Disney watch the show and pay attention. This is how a show is to be made.
Yeah. But speaking of possible wet farts, it looks like Andy Serkis is going to direct a new Lord of the Rings movie called Lord of the Rings.
Just saw that today.
the Hunt for Gollum.
What is he gonna do? It's just gonna be a bunch of little people running around the forest looking for a freaking meth head.
Well, I can imagine that after Lord Douchebag lost the ring in the ocean or whatever, maybe like Gollum had just found it or something, and they heard he found it, and that's why he retreated into the Misty Mountains or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, they touch on that at the beginning, I think, of the... Is it at the beginning of the first one or the second one?
It's the beginning of the first one. And then the third one is when he was a hobbit and mutated into a Gollum. I was joking. Andy Serkis, his directorial debut was Venom 2, Venom Harder.
So good.
Or Venom 2.
Harder?
Yeah,
so good.
Venom Electric.
Ed Hardy's
Boogaloo.
like, I can really act here.
I don't know why Deadpool didn't call Deadpool 2 Deadpool Harder. That would have been...
Because Disney probably just had a hand in there. We're like, I don't know about this one, man.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, they went so far as... I don't know if you remember reading this at all. I know I read it somewhere. It was... They had a working title as Deadpool 3, and they didn't... It was Bob Iger, I think, mentioned that he didn't want to have a trilogy. Like, he's done with trilogies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so this is a trilogy movie technically, so they just changed the name to Deadpool and Wolverine.
They should have called it Deadpool Love and Thunder then, if they really wanted to keep the convention going.
That would have been great. So dumb, dude. Well, speaking of things that are dumb, and I want to tie this into the more Lord of the Rings news, because apparently it's Lord of the Rings season now.
Yeah.
The new Lord of the Rings movie is announced for 2026, and Peter Jackson is apparently reprising his role. And it's just like, okay, and along with the co-writers, they're going to join up. And I really hope they don't turn this into the Amazon show.
Well, the Amazon show is pretty bad. I'll tell you what. So I don't know if they're all tied in together or whatever, or I don't know how this gets them to the Gollum verse.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they ought to do? The Search for Gollum and make it like an edgy Joker movie where like Joaquin Phoenix plays Gollum, and he's like sad.
he's just walking around on 2 feet, just kind of hunched already, looking at you.
This is what happens when a poor person gets a little bit of money. Everybody starts chasing him down and wanting it. I can't take it anymore.
It's just going to be him from Signs when he sees the alien. That's how his permanent acting face is going to be in this movie.
Maybe it is going to be like that stupid... Remember we saw that Saturday Night Live episode with Oscar the Grouch in the Joker like retelling, but it's the guy from Stranger Things, and he's like grouchy.
Oh my God, dude. That was so dumb. That was so dumb.
Yeah, I got to look into that. Oh, by the way, speaking of dumb things, Saturday Night Live.
I'll have more dumb for you, but keep it going because I got one.
Let me show you this video. Let me show you the Saturday Night Live thing. I just want to get. I don't know if you saw, but I got to get your take on this just really quick.
Let's do it.
Okay.
To be clear, I'm not anti-AI. I just I believe AI needs to be properly regulated. I'm sorry.
Professor, is there a problem?
Yeah, there's a gentleman in your audience who looks strikingly similar to Beavis from the cartoon Beavis and Butthead.
Me? You're talking about me? I have no idea what's going on. I'm sorry. What?
Yes, can you move the seats?
Now there's a gentleman behind you that looks like Butthead.
Professor, just because our audience members aren't as informed on the issue as you doesn't make them buttheads.
Butthead from the cartoon.
Sir.
His profile's even worse.
I am so sorry. I'm confused. I'm just here to learn about AI. But yeah.
Professor, we got a viewer question from X. At Sandwich980 asks, Does Cornholio need TP for his bunghole?
Now, see, that's just somebody trolling.
Let's move on to our audience questions, starting with Patricia Faulkner.
Yes, right here.
You put them right next to each other. Look, they even sitting like they do on the show. You two really don't know that you look like Beavis and Butthead.
That's pretty funny,
Yeah,
man.
the Beavis and Butthead thing, like, it was funny because, like, the day after it happened, it's like it kind of broke the internet because no one could hold a straight face, and it's Ryan Gosling as Beavis. And then also bring it up again because Fall Guy came out the other day.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I've not even I just now watched the trailer to that movie. I think like a day ago.
Well, it's relevant because Beavis and Butthead went to the premiere to Fall Guy.
This is incredible that they made it all this way. Wow.
So maybe there's a Beavis and Butthead live action in the cards.
Dude, that would be something. That would be crazy.
Yeah, I'd be all on board for that. So check out Ryan Gosling and SNL dude and the Beavis and Butthead.
I think Charlie Day, I think his name is.
I don't think that's Charlie Day. Charlie Day.
I don't know.
It's crazy voice.
Isn't that?
Yeah, it's not Charlie Day.
Let's see.
Charlie Day played Luigi in the new Mario movie, opposite Chris Pratt. Which, by the way, great casting.
That was great. Oh, Mikey Day.
Mikey Day. That's what
I know there was a E and a day in the name.
Good catch, though.
Yeah, look at that. Boom.
All right.
That's cool, man.
What else is going on?
Well, I get some news that I just didn't believe. But apparently Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock rumored they want to reteam for another Speed project.
Yeah, they said they'd kill it.
Speed Harder?
Yeah, Speed Harder.
Speed Family.
It'd be the trilogy. It would be they should make the bad guys Jason Patrick.
Jason Patrick?
Yeah, exactly. Who's Jason Patrick?
Is that the guy from Fast and Furious 2?
I don't even know, but he was the guy who replaced Keanu Reeves in Speed 2 Cruise Control. So
I forgot about that. About that guy.
Kind of full circle there.
That'd be great.
Or also, since William Dafoe was the bad guy in Speed 2 Cruise Control, maybe they can get Alfred Molina to be a Doc Ock alternate universe.
That would be
villain.
That would be great. Speaking of dumpster fires, I don't know, man. Have you been looking at this new Tron Ares movie that's coming out?
Okay.
Have you followed any of it?
I have maybe the similar note that you have. What were you going to say?
Well, no, I was just saying that Jeff Bridges apparently returned for it.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say.
I got that one. You had the same thing?
Yeah, Jeff Bridges coming back, but like we always say,
well, they wrapped filming too. They just wrapped filming, I think a few days ago. I
think the only true dumpster fire in this is why Jared Leto, because that's the thing. Did he just put USB USB dongles in everybody's butts or something? He's putting something in people's butts.
The character.
Well, how else? He reminds me he played a cyber douchebag in Blade Runner 2049. So he's playing like another cyber douchebag. In Tron Ares, doing it for the kids now, and
it's weird, man.
Tron Legacy wasn't terrible, but we could continue that story. But from what I hear, guy and girl aren't coming back for that. So, but Jeff Bridges is apparently. So I don't know if they're going to omit the events of Tron Legacy, or we just assume that they're safe, or maybe I don't know. Well,
I don't know. They unplugged from the World Wide Web. Yeah. They live somewhere in Joshua Tree in an Airbnb in the desert.
Yeah.
I don't know. They stayed away from there. Oh, man. What was I going to say? Did you get to see that? Hopefully better things. But did you see the picture of the first look at our new Superman?
Yeah. Let's take another quick look at it here.
There we go. The computers, the AI, they're taking over.
Oh, we'll talk about
what they're doing.
All right. So this is the new picture. A lot of people are saying it looks a lot like the Guardians of the Galaxy uniform with kind of the layered look.
Yeah.
And I kind of dig
dirty.
It's dirtier. And also he's got the red underwear. So that's good.
Yeah, he's got the red underwear. Not just that, but it looks like he's kind of over it, which is very James Gunn, He's just like, oh, God. I just saved this planet. He's pretty much, I feel like he's channeling Mr. Incredible, like I just cleaned up this mess.
Well, not only that is that there's a couple of things also happening here. We may actually be seeing this in Quicksilver time. Like when he saves the X Mansion. This could all be happening in the flash of a second, since Quicksilver or the Flash is just Superman is almost as fast as them. He could jump into a thing. So this could all be happening in a split second, right? The other thing I was saying is it looks like the Green Lantern is there, because we know Nathan Fillion is playing the Green Lantern, and it looks like they're all kind of doing something here.
He's dying majestically is what it looks like, because holy cow, that's a big old beam attacking him.
Yeah, big purple. Looks like a purple brainiac going after him. But I dig it. The neckline's a little high, but that's okay. But
yeah, it's a little weird.
It's better than the Brandon Routh one, which looked kind of spongy.
Yeah, that's true.
But there we go. David Corn Sweet as the Man of Steel. What?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure there's some cool music playing as he's doing that. It's probably playing garbage. He only likes it when it rains,
Garbage.
It's just right there.
Yeah.
It's got some Alanis Morissette playing while he
Dude, 1999's calling your bluffs here.
Yeah. 1999. All that old music, man. All that good stuff.
Speaking of things coming back, Wednesday is adding Christopher Lloyd to the lineup. So we're going to have old Uncle Fester returning. Also, Billie Piper. She was in Doctor Who for a while. So
and also Haley Joel Osment.
Oh, he's going to be in Wednesday also? Oh, man.
Yeah, he's in it, dude. He has been officially joining the cast.
Dude, that Haley Joel... I'm tired. Haley...
Yeah. Joel Osment.
I keep on thinking Haley Joel Osment or something. Haley Joel Osment?
Yeah. No,
Haley Joel...
Barely he's in it, man.
Yeah, well, he sees dead people, and the dead people are his career. And
yeah, for real.
Where you been?
That's all the kids got going for them.
Speaking of things that suck, apparently everyone's ripping on Rebel Moon 2 because it was so bad. Zack Snyder's
oh man, I forgot that movie even came out.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know why they keep on giving Zack Snyder millions and millions of dollars to make movies, but
they're hoping he's gonna strike gold one more time. Not that I don't think he was okay. He was okay. He was edgy. That's what it was. He was edgy for the time. He had his pocket. That's it. He's fine.
Here,
do something else.
Speaking of, I gotta get this name right here.
whisper the phonetics you're trying to get through in the mic. Let's all be witness to this.
Well, what happened was I dictated it and it said innocent. I know it's not innocent. It's innocent. So start with, let's have some Marvel Watch. Marvel Watch.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Marvel Watch. First off,
all right.
Giancarlo Esposito, who's known for being the bad guy in Breaking Bad, and he plays the bad guy in a lot of things, including The Mandalorian.
Yeah, he plays the bad guy in The Mandalorian too.
Apparently, he's in an unnamed Marvel movie, so he will finally be joining the MCU. And he has said in the past that he would really like to play Professor X if we can ditch the wheelchair. So I can see it, and let's not have him be the head of a crime family for once. So
yeah, that'd be cool.
Maybe the head of a good family.
He's a great actor. I'd like to watch that guy play something other than a bad guy, because he'd probably do it very well.
And if I don't think you ever saw Breaking Bad, but his reveal in Breaking Bad as the bad guy was actually pretty amazing. So maybe check that out one of these days. If you don't know, the reveal is actually pretty like, oh wow. Because he's unassuming in the beginning. It's one of those,
oh man, I'm dead. It's one of those reveals?
A little bit, actually.
What a twist.
Dude, Breaking Bad has a lot of those. See Breaking Bad and get back to me. It gets pretty bananas. Right. I've seen that like 30 times. And
holy cow,
I'm still digging it every time. The other bit of Marvel news is what's his name? Ralph Ineson is going to play Galactus in Fantastic Four.
Ralph Ineson.
Ralph Ineson, he isn't in a lot of movies. He was in Game of Thrones, but if you ever hear his voice, he's got a thick, surly voice.
Oh, yeah.
I think he was in Harry Potter movies and stuff. He's kind of like Jason Statham, but maybe a little
his
slow.
voice is like he's English, but his voice is like raspy.
Like him, Jason Statham, and Midnight Meat Train guy. You know, look at me, I'm a juggernaut. Like all those guys should hang out one day, and no one will never understand what they're saying, but they're speaking Queen's English.
Yeah.
You know?
Ralph Ineson.
Yeah, what the hell is his name? But the other thing is John Malkovich is also signed on to be in
I just
Fantastic
saw that.
Four. So looking good,
That's
Fantastic
pretty
Four.
freaking sweet, man.
Just kind of sad that John Krasinski isn't going to be Mr. Fantastic anymore.
Yeah, what the heck, man? That was a faux pas right there, buddy.
A Ralph Boner, if you will. But do you have any more Marvel news before we conclude that?
No more Marvel news for me. None.
That's the end of Marvel Watch.
I do have one last bit of news for me, and that's a show that I need to get back into watching. It's been so busy with life and then finding time to do this. But the show Shogun, which was supposed to be only one season, and apparently it's been loved by everyone. It's great. From the first episode I saw, I thought it was fantastic. But apparently Shogun Season 2 is being considered because the star has reportedly signed a deal to return if that should actually, take place. So it could happen, it could not happen, but I guess the guy is being essentially paid to just be ready, which is pretty cool.
Go Old Man Scorpion. I got to watch that.
Yeah. It's good. It's good stuff.
Okay, I got some weird ones. Apparently, they are developing an AI-augmented John Wick pinball game. So I don't know what that means. Maybe they're just doing the art as AI, but John Wick will return in pinball form. Yeah. Speaking of things returning, Vin Diesel is going back to Furia in what's the name of it? Riddick Furia. Remember the Chronicles of Riddick? Riddick Furia. Dude, I'm so tired.
Those movies are an absolute guilty pleasure of mine. I enjoy the heck out of those movies. They're so much fun.
Carl Urban's got to come back. Remember he was in that and was like a punky hair?
He has to. That guy's still relevant, man. I mean, it looks like he'd just be like down to do it because he's a cool guy.
And I think that's all the news I have. There was some news about The Hobbit coming out. I think the original king died. He's an old dude also.
Well, I got one last bit of news I just found, and this is if anyone is a fan of this show. But the show Constellation has been canceled after one season on Apple TV Plus. Wah, 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 wah. Never heard of her. Get her out of here.
Hang on. Okay, and then
someone came around the clipboard.
Yeah, and they say there's that person was Bob Iger and Kevin Feige. The other one was Bluey. I think is coming back for a spinoff. Remember, you were all sad that they were canceling.
Oh yeah,
My Boy Blue.
That was a rumor. They are doing what is it? They are doing shorts, like micro episodes, which this is not new to Disney. They have I have kids, so I'm fully aware of these shows. They have a Minnie Mouse show that is called Bo-Toons. It is literally 2-minute episodes because apparently our kids don't have enough attention spans. They need micro doses of their favorite cartoon characters. This is terrible.
Yeah, Bernard Hill, actor, dead at 79 5 days ago. So that's sad. And the other one, there was the Hobbits returning at a bar. Let's see, Hobbits.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they returned at a bar. It was what was it? Oh my god, I can't remember the name. Frodo, Merry, and Pippin. Yeah, along with Legolas. Oh yeah, man, I know these things apparently.
I know, right?
One off the top, man. Now I got another bit of news there. We just keep talking and keep showing up.
Yeah.
For those that are local to the greater Los Angeles area, or any KTLA news network or whatever that have been watching, apparently Sam Rubin passed away today. Or yesterday, by the time you watch it, or whenever he passed away. He's been a personality around Southern California for decades. I grew up watching this guy on the news, and now he has moved on to another television set in the sky.
that sounds like hell. Sounds like a Ron Burgundy fate.
It does. So many Ron Burgundy quotes I can't say.
There's this girl in high school who used to give me rides, and well, you know, in high school, like you don't have a car, but like your friends do.
Totally. You hitched a ride, man. I know. I get.
Yeah, it was.
We were talking about Ron Burgundy, and my brain was like,
oh. We were circling back. I found out that she's like the news girl in San Francisco on like their like Channel 7.
What?
Yeah. Let me
oh
see.
Man, what a day.
Let me see if I can track her down. Yeah, someone's like, "Hey, did you hear that so and so is the news girl?" And I added her. I tried to add her on Facebook years after.
Yeah, she's like, "Get the heck out of here, dude!"
Pretty much. It's like this person has too many.
You're like,
followers.
I knew you when you were nothing.
She's a celebrity.
You're jalopy.
Here, this chick.
Good morning. I'm Kira Clapper. Coming up on Today in the Bay.
Dude, she's got that TV voice locked down.
I know. Dude, I've actually never Googled
no one
her.
From the South Bay sounds like that, man.
With Anthony
I've actually never
climate forecast.
looked her up or thought about it until like just now.
This morning,
and like to me, I was just imagining like this, you know, the high school girl, but like she's an adult now. Creepy, dude. I feel old now. And this was in 2014, dude. Maybe she's dead.
Oh God! God, stop reminding me of how old I am, dude.
I know.
God, that was 10 years ago.
Spooky. Oh wait, I think I got
10
one more
years
bit.
ago. I was almost 30.
Dude.
Oh God.
The sad part is, several months from now, I'm gonna kick 40's door down, dude.
It's all bad, man. Don't kick it too hard, man.
Kicking 40's door down.
Oh man.
Our friend turned 40 and she died.
No. This isn't even a lie.
It's not. Like, hey, what are you doing? And they're like, oh yeah, it turns out she's dead.
Oh man.
We'll have a drink when you come by.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, right. Sad stuff. One more.
Man. What a way. Way to go.
And as I keep noting in not so entertainment news and sports news, as I keep saying, the Kings keep losing the playoffs. As we know, they are cursed. And as we've explained why they are cursed. And a lot of people don't know about the Kings curse. And it's because the deal that they made for the Stanley Cup many years ago. So maybe we'll re-highlight that story again, but the Kings must return the Stanley Cup when they win again and make the deal on whatever this thing is. So, Kings, we need to drink soda from the Stanley Cup in order to undo the curse that you have bestowed upon you when you brought the Stanley Cup the one time. So, I'll decree when we drink soda from the Stanley Cup, that will be the end of the curse.
It will be lifted, and they will win again.
So the Kings eliminated from the playoffs because, presumably, because of the curse. Man, anyway, remember to like, share, subscribe. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, wherever you get your stuffs. We are around. That has been our hot take on Shop Talk Movie News on Clubhouse Movies Podcast. Check us out next time for all of your entertainment news stuffs. I'm your host, Marc Rubalcaba, joined by Mr. Abel Pineda on Clubhouse Movies Podcast. We'll catch you next time.